Hello, this is my Sinatra Project video walkthrough. For my Sinatra project, I decided to make a web app called Reclaim My Rep. And what this does is it allows users to keep track of their elected representatives. Um, and it also allows them to keep track of any contacts that they have with those representatives and to view them, edit them, all of that. So this is the index homepage with the description of the site and the application, um, and links to log in or sign up. You can either sign up for a new account, and that takes in a name, address, username, and password. Usernames are unique. The address is used with Google Civic Information API to pull the user's representatives based on that address that they provide. So we're going to go ahead and log in. Right here. And once you log in, it adds this little nav bar here with hubs for all the different models, and defaults to this show page that has all of your reps, a card for each rep with their information in it, and a bunch of actions you can take with links. So from here, we can look at each individual rep. It includes their address, party, phone number, websites, and social media, and you can edit them however you want. So if you want to change something, you can also delete them individually here. And once you delete, it'll resize these. Or you can use this link up here to delete all of them. And then they all disappear. So if you want to add reps, you just click the add rep button up at the top, and there's two options here. You can either add one manually by filling out this form and submitting it, or you can use this Find My Reps button, which you can just click it and it will use the Google Civic Information API to send requests based on the address that you include in the account to pull the two senators and the congressional rep that represents that address. So if we just click Find My Reps, it will automatically get that information from the API and instantiate new representative instances and put them in the database. Also, from these, you can add a contact by clicking the contact button. And on this page, it lists all of their social media and websites if they're in there. There's also a link to edit the individual rep to change anything. So if you want to change the social media, and all of these links open up in a new tab. And you can just put in, we'll just do a test and add that contact. And then it'll bring you to that rep's contact page and list the reps. We also have two other, besides the issue and the description, you can also mark whether or not you received a response and whether or not it was meaningful to you, so that when you're looking through all of them, you can see at a glance whether or not your rep is responsive, whether they're doing work for you. Um, so before you go to the polls or before, you know, you want to do anything, you can look and you can look at and see kind of at a glance. From here, you can also edit them. That's where you can click the checkbox and say, "Oh, I got a response," but it probably wasn't meaningful, so I won't click that and just hit Save Changes, and then I can see that. And then maybe if it was meaningful, you can do it that way, and there you go. And you can also delete them individually, and then it'll go away. So we go back to the reps little hub here. I think that's it for that page. There's also the all contacts, which just gives you a little card box for each one of your representatives, and it'll list all of your contacts with them. Uh, you can add a contact right from there, or you can do it from the rep page. Just do another one. And then you can see it brings you to the individual page when you add it, and then you can go back and you can see all of them together. Um, and then also there's account tab that lets you view your account information. You can edit that as well. Editing account information requires you to type in a password. If you don't type in the correct password, it won't change anything that you put in here. So say if I deleted my address and then I typed in the wrong password and I hit Save Changes, I would get a little flash message that tells me incorrect password, please try again, and it doesn't change anything. These little flash messages are used in a couple of different places, like to tell a user that they put in their incorrect password on login. If you try and create a username that already exists, things like that have these little flash messages that relay the error to the user so they know what to change about their input. And then you can also log out, and it will log you out of the application and bring you back to the index page. And this is protected um, in terms of you can't get to anything but this index page, the login page, and the sign up page if you're not logged into the website. So if I tried to, let's say I'll move myself into the sign up page just so you can see the redirect. If I change this manually, I say I wanted to try and go to the reps homepage when I'm not logged in, it would just redirect to this index page where you can log in. And that's my application. Thanks so much for watching.